Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to report on what actually took place today at the COTED meeting. We had a very robust meeting today. It was an extensive meeting as well because there was a lot to be accomplished. What is really important about all of this is that it speaks to the region as a whole coming together as a trade bloc within CARICOM. And the emphasis today is on how we can trade as a region. Intra-Caribbean trade before going to external. And that was one of the significant outcomes of today's meeting. The pre-clearance agreement as well for countries within CARICOM to be able to move goods seamlessly without too many restrictions. And then, of course, the opportunity as well to market through the electronic system that is being developed. And what we took away from all of that is the commitment to the 25 by 25 plus 5, which is to reduce the regional food import bill. And strictly speaking, the ministers of the region are really, really committed to this objective. And as such, we made it very clear that we should seek to make sure that we do risk analysis between member states so that we can trade with each other. And the COTED agreed also that we should seek within CARICOM how we can establish trade with each other before we go outside of the region. So all in all, it was a very good meeting. The University of the West Indies made a commitment to training, especially in the delivery of extension officers that are needed. And of course, we had the CARDI also offering research as we develop a sweet potato industry for the region. Sweet potato, as I know it, hearing my grandparents speak when I was a boy growing up, was called big grain rice, because after World War II, when we had to feed ourselves and we couldn't rely on imports, we actually planted a lot of sweet potato, and that was a staple. So they call it big grain rice. I'm pleased to see that there are several varieties that are going to be on trial, and we as a region will look to see how we can develop a sweet potato industry, not just to develop and sell in bulk, but to take the full value chain so that you can see flours and you can see processed products, you can see fries as well. All of the value chain options that are available, we will be able to pursue once we are able to establish an industry with sweet potatoes. As we look at trade today and the environment that is being developed, particularly with the introduction of various tariffs, the region as a whole must now look to see how we can find a way through some mechanism to help people of the region to carry a lower cost of living. And one of the complaints that we constantly hear over and over is the cost of living in the region. The cost of food is particularly high, and that came out today as well. How do we seek to reduce and make food secure and affordable will be questions that will stand not before the COTED, but also before the heads of governments. And it is our view that we must do something to be able to address this concern, and therefore leveraging South-South cooperation, opening up new gateways, wise tapping into the opportunities that are available within CARICOM as a trade bloc. It is important for us to be able to forge ahead with the South-South cooperation. That's the reason why you see we had today a presentation from Argentina. We also know for sure that they are here for the CWA and will be here for the rest of the weekend. And then, of course, the Caribbean region, really and truly, we don't deliver, certainly with beef, as well as they can. and then of the opportunity for technical support. Having the skill sets that we need will be critical, and member states can benefit from being able to tap into this technical support that will be available through this type of cooperation. So Global South, South-South cooperation will be of greater importance now, given what we are seeing taking place, particularly with trade and tariffs and various other mechanisms that can be a hindrance to trade and certainly would drive prices up for the people of the region. And that's the reason why I use the term Global South, because it doesn't just mean the Caribbean and Latin America, but also how we are able to work with our brothers and sisters on the African continent as well. So I think it is a huge opportunity for us to be able to tap into the options that are available, and the COTED today had the spirit that will suggest that we are ready to forge ahead and make sure that we can bring prices down, but facilitate trade between each other. One thing that I want for us to do is to recognize the importance of the Ministerial Task Force on Agriculture. That is going to keep us really forging ahead with the objectives. And the Ministerial Task Force is set up specifically for us to be able to work together in delivering the reduction of our food import bill from extra-regional sources by 25% by 2030. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the government, the Prime Minister, my ministerial counterpart, and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis for their hospitality and for the high level and quality service that they have given to us whilst we were here for the week.